My Aunt Anabelle. This is the story of my last moment with my Aunt Anabelle. Aunt Anabelle was the sister of my mother. She was very beautiful. My mom said she was the most beautiful among them sisters. She was also jolly, funny, and always full of energy. And I adore her. Our relatives said I was her favorite niece. Maybe that's why it happened. I was 6 years old back then. We found out that Aunt Anabelle was suffering from brain tumor. At first they tried to hide it from us, my sister and I, but we could hear her from one of the rooms shouting for pain. When she was on her terminal stage, they decided to send her back to Bacolod to rest. As we all know, brain tumor has no cure at all. Days later, we got the news that she already died. My mother went to Bacolod for her funeral, and my father, sister, and I was left at home. One night, my father decided that we sleep together in our sala, and from our sala you have an open view to our kitchen. It was time to sleep. As any other night, I had difficulty in sleeping. When I was about to doze off, I suddenly heard something. A sound of a chair that was pulled and someone was about to sit, was followed by the clamping of plate like someone was eating. I was shocked. I looked around, and there it was, in the kitchen. Someone was eating in the table. It was a lady in a white dress, and I knew her. It was my Aunt Anabelle, and she was eating in our kitchen. I knew she just died, and I was so scared. I hid under the blankets, prayed. A moment later, I could hear someone washing dishes. I looked again, and there she was, washing the dishes. She finished washing and returned the plates to the cabinet. I decided to wake my father up. "Pa, si tita nasa kusina," I said. My father grumbled. "Nananaginip ka lang. Dasal ka muna at matulog ka na," he said, and went back to sleep. He didn't believe me. I was so scared. Alone. I looked back to the kitchen, but what I saw scared me to death. She was standing in the middle of the kitchen, looking straight at me. She smiled, and then disappeared to the thin air. I didn't know what to do then. I hid under my blanket again and cried my silent prayer. The next day, I woke up and I was sick. I had a fever. I told them what I saw last night. They called my mother and told them what I saw. My mom said that the dress I saw Aunt was wearing was the dress she was wearing in her funeral. That my aunt wanted to say goodbye to us, thus showed up that night. And that was my last moment with Aunt Anabelle. I know that wherever you are at peace.